Page 1. Entering the rogue camp in the Den of Evil. I showed up to the rogue camp. It was wide and open with several people. They all seemed surprised. Either somebody survived the wilderness, or that I wasn't like them. I went to one in the charge and she gave me food and rest, and told me of the den of demons and undead. I had no way of paying her except taking this quest. I went out and scouted the lands till I found a cave where a group of demons entered it. I snuck in and hear the laughter of their evil kind, the moaning and mumbling of the dead walking around. I raised my group of skeletons and began exterminating them all. The shrieks called to the others for backup. I wasn't going to let them get away in my way. A zombie snuck up and bit me in my shoulder. The pain didn't seem to faze me. I turned around and hit him with my wand. Like a bag of stones thrown in the air, he fell hard. It was several hours before the den would be clear. I came out of the cave and I was covered in demon blood and zombie guts. I would find a stream and clean myself off. Blood raven in the burial grounds. After I cleaned myself up, I went back to the rogue camp and claimed my reward. One of their generals asked to talk to me. She told me of the story of her sisters and a fellow friend who tried to take back their home capital, failed. She called her Blood Raven in a graveyard where she brought her sisters back to life. A fellow necromancer, I thought, but she was turned into a demon. A demon hated all their kind. That they are the reason my life was the way they are. I gathered any items I could and headed out. A fellow scout at the border of the Bloodmoor told me where I could find these burial grounds. I walked the valley of the cold plains till I found the site of the blight of the undead walking in hordes. I fought my way through and I reached the center of these unholy grounds, where Blood Raven was waiting. There was no humanity left in her. She tagged me like an animal with rabies. I sent my skeletons forward and watched our armies clash. She was firing off arrows at me, but my bone armor was too thick. Her arrows wouldn't hurt my clay golem. We managed to corner her and I laid my curse and released her damned soul from these mortal lands. I went back to the rogue camp and told Akasha what happened. The pain that weighed her down was lifted a little. She thanked me and gave me the option of a fellow archer. I accepted and made my way to my tent for rest. Alright guys, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the little journal and little entry that we wrote in there. And I'll be making some changes for the title and the black borders to see. You guys want to look at those cheesy little black borders that I made, or little banners that I made for them. So, did some grinding. We were level 3 when we left the game. Now we're level 10. Don't worry, I didn't proceed into the storyline or anything like that. I did manage to get to Dark Woods and stuff like that. Did some grinding and stuff like that, but I didn't get the scroller thing. Skeletons are up to level 8, and by level 14, which is going to be 4 levels, that's when we'll start putting points into getting our poison stuff. So, oh, we got some gear. This is our new wand. Nothing really too spectacular. Our pair of gloves, our ring, our belt, another, corny little ring, our armor, helmet, amulets, boots, and then our preserved head. So, like I said, nothing really too exciting, but we got some new rare gear and stuff like that. So, and then we have our mercenary. Oh, and let me do this for you guys too. Just because I realized the sound was a little low when I was watching the video. Alright, most of it's mapped out, so I know exactly where the tree's going to be and stuff. So I was looking for the waypoint and ended up finding the tree first. Let's clear out some of the stuff. Hope you guys' Friday's going good. This is the last video for the week, so. Can't even hear my own voice at the volume. I'm not sure how loud it's going to be in the recording, so. So basically, after the entire time that Maverick has left Tristram and the time that he spent in the swamps and the dark forest and all that stuff like that, we'll be coming up to the Fellow Quest where he'll actually have to face his own fear, and that will be going back to Tristram, the place where he left, to bury his family, kill off the demons and undead, to only find out that the place has been retaken. And that will be saving a fellow scholar, Deckard Kane. Someone who might give him a little more insight on what happened to Tristram. Because if Maverick's gonna fight Diablo, he's gonna fight his worst fear. Going back to his own nightmare. Let's head back to Tristram and conquer that fear. Along the way, we'll slay some demons. That's a run-up. No demon will be getting in our way. Pair of boots. Devastating nose. That's a better move. Let's go save Deckard Kane. Ain't that the truth? Let's get him to come out a little more than that. We'll be taking Deckard Kane to go, please. And this time not in a to-go bag. They're just giving us the good stuff. We're there, Deckard Kane. We got you. As the only survivor, Tristram, you better validate that pretty damn well. We conquered our fear like we conquered the demons and undead. Now Maverick's soul can be rested. That's garbage. Either one of the armors were good. Let's go conquer the Black Marsh. And the vile Black Tower. No beast or flying hawk is gonna stop me. Oh, good. A nice big camp. When it comes to bone armor, I usually don't put any points into it. Unless I'm doing a bone build. So I'll just use anything that gives me to it. Oh, we have a nice mini boss too. Oh, champions, excuse me. If you're wondering why I'm a little extra quiet, because I literally just woke up like 20 minutes ago, so I'm doing this recording, so I do apologize. But I do have a surprise for you guys for the weekends. If I'm not too busy, I will actually try to get it out this weekend. But I make no promises, since this weekend's gonna be pretty busy. So. So either we find the waypoint first, or we find the Forgotten Tower. Which one is it? It's the bridge part, but that might break off into the cloister. There's the Forgotten Tower. Usually the waypoint might be nearby. Where is that damn waypoint at? You guys might not be able to hear the sound, but it's like a gurgling sound when it's producing bloodhawks. Which is hilarious. Where is this goddamn waypoint at? Oh, and before I forget, set pieces can be used as long as it doesn't require of a shield to complete the full set. So Saigon's to be one of those pieces, along with Ice and Hearts. Of course, Ice and Hearts also requires a sword too. So alright, we got that. Let's get knock out that Forgotten Tower. Smell of death is strong within this place. Two levels. We'll start on that. Now, this is where you get the option of getting a mage, or you can get the option to actually enhance your golem. Mages are fairly more weaker than the skeletons, and usually tend not to be worth it. You can put the 1 point in there and hope you get bonuses to it. Otherwise, I really don't bother with it, because you get either poison, fire, electric, or ice mages, which is going to be somewhat helpful, but really not that helpful in the end. I usually tend to put poison into my golem masteries strictly for the fact that, they'll last a little bit longer, but not to the point where it's just going to, save their butts anytime soon. So, choice optional. Take out the guards and they'll never see us coming. Oh, speedy much? Extra fast, I'm guessing. Yep. Hauled ass like a goddamn Camaro trying to take a sharp turn. Here we go. Oh, you're dead. We'll knock out the tower and then we'll end the recording there. Ooh. Giving us a challenge. So one of the things you'll notice is that any enemies that are possessed enemies cannot have curses on them. So they're one of the few types of enemies that actually cannot get curses on them. Along with anything like the lightning spires in Arcane Sanctuary, the gargoyles and the catacombs, they can't have curses on them either. Sarcophagi and the Telrush's tombs and stuff like that too. Let's end this queen's reign on this land. Give us all sorts of stuff. This is gonna be super tricky. Let's see what we can learn about. Of course, my skeletons are not wanting to do that. Down she falls. Take town ruins, I'll take that. Yes. Looks like that ends there with that. So we'll get out of our loot and then we'll end the video. Hold on to it for now. For fire resistance. Gives me more dexterity. Ethereal javelins. Really good if you're doing melee. But kind of crappy if you're playing the Amazon. So those will burn through real quick. Alright guys, so we managed to conquer Maverick's fear, head back to Tristram, to the ruins of his family, and take out the demons and undead that took over the place. Take out the fellow blacksmith Griswold, save Deckard Kane, went to the Black Marsh, took down the Forgotten Tower and the Anguished Queen that's there. Well, in this case, the Countess, since the Countess is the type of queen. But either way, this is the last video for this week. So, like I said, I have a surprise for you guys on the weekend, depending how busy it gets. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed the little journal, and you guys will be catching the next journal on Thursday. Thanks, guys.